Alright dudes, you already know it's the Frogman on the Frogman YouTube channel. We're here for Fire Force Volume 19 review by Atsushi Okubo, also known as the creator of Soul Eater. Volume 19 of Fire Force is inside of Volume 7 of the omnibus series of Fire Force. Please go support the official creator, Kodansha Comics, Kodansha Manga. Please go check them out. Volume 19 focuses on the events that happened within the Nether during the mission in which Maki is not there with the rest of Squad 8, and it ends off on a very cool part of the story that I was very excited for, pushing into Volume 20 and then on into Volume 21. So we got a lot to discuss this time. Let's go ahead and get started. First note of the volume is a orange. We know that orange is standout panels, and that's exactly what this one is. This is the, if you've noticed, across with Fire Force, all the volumes start off with a giant double spread that shows the actual environment that we're in during said volumes. So my note for this one, it just says it's a sick introductory panel, and it shows the parallel of Ritsu's abilities. Ritsu is able to make infernals. Not only infernals, she is able to bring the dead back to life, essentially making them infernals as well. So it's a cool display of her abilities here. I'm gonna push forward to a blue. Here's our first blue. This was just an awesome page turn. In this moment, Dr. Giovanni, he's talking to Shinra, and they're talking about bugs. Giovanni's made a lot of alterations in his side of his body, and he is able to feel sounds like a bug. He's able to see things differently. He says, as my theory suggests, bugs are not of this world. And as soon as you turn the page, bam. However, bugs do not come from any meteorite. Bugs are creatures of Adela. And you get this awesome panel of Dr. Giovanni here. This was just a cool page turn. I like this moment. All right, opening up to a pink here. Pink is standout cliffhanger. This was the end of this said chapter, and it's Arthur finally gets another combat scene with Shinra. The chapters that come after this one is a few scenes of Shinra and Arthur fighting together again. It's been a while since they've done that. Every time they do it, it seems like they're fighting the white clads, or they're fighting people on the side of the evangelist. This is nothing new. Also, really cool panel of Arthur here slashing down on Dr. Giovanni. This was a cool moment. We're gonna keep pushing forward to a bunch more cool moments. Like blue is standout moments, and it's just I may be, but the company isn't. What are we talking about? This panel here with the lieutenant. Maki's brother doesn't think that Maki is safe in the hands of Company 8. Unfortunately, she is, but they're also in the line of danger. That's the nature of their job. Maki's brother, he's talking to Lieutenant, is told that they are savages and they're addicted to battle. I want you savages to stay away from my family, he says. The lieutenant says, Company 8 is not addicted to battle. And there's a moment of introspection from Maki's brother. The lieutenant, he says, I may be, but the company isn't. Awesome moment for the lieutenant here. He now is a very awesome character. He's continued to grow steadily throughout the story. The events at the very end of this omnibus actually bring this character another full circle, and it really doubles down on the kind of man that he is. So this character is awesome. This was a cool moment, and we're gonna push forward. All right, another pink. This is an awesome cliffhanger. It's just a double panel of these two characters. Seemingly do not get along right now, even though they are fighting together. Just a cool way to end the chapter. Also, you get this character here. This is one of the knights of the Purple Haze, I believe. And he's as he's falling down, he's saying, that's right. That's why I couldn't be a guardian. And so we know that the guardians are very, very resilient, very strong, and they're able to protect the pillars. These guys were able to beat this guy. That's why he's not one of them. Awesome way to end the chapter. Pushing forward to a blue. This is one of the most sick moments in this volume. Just a badass Captain Save the Day moment. This guy's name is Honda. This is Captain 2, and he comes in smashing his head on the side of this white clad. They fall to the ground, and you get to this page, and here's Obi. You did good. I'm proud of you. Now stay behind me. Awesome leader. Obi is the GOAT, guys. Obi's the GOAT. Awesome orange here. This is just a beast Obi panel with him slamming down this white coat, and he says, I train every day until my muscles are on fire. Awesome character moment. Awesome panel. Not a few pages after that, we're gonna open up to a pink panel. This is a cliffhanger. This one mainly gets it because this would have been insane on a weekly read. As this was coming out in the magazine weekly, this would have been awesome, dropping Tokyo to the bottom of the earth. Fire Force is quite literally heating up, boys, getting better by the volume. Awesome panel here with angry Shinra. He's wondering what's happened to Sho as he's talking to Dr. Giovanni here. Obviously, you flipped a few pages, you get this very creepy scene with Sho and Haumea. Panel here will always stand out. This is awesome. Amazing panel. All right, boys, another blue standout moment. This is a great moment of realization. Maybe I am wrong about Benimaru. That's what my note says, talking about this chapter in particular. So in this moment, Shinra realizes that he is able to hear voices and link with people, but they have to have some kind of tie with Adela or have had to seen it before or been there, etc., etc. And he's thinking about Conro. This is Benimaru's right-hand man. And I've always said that I think Benimaru is going to be the next pillar. And in this moment, I was thinking maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's Conro. We learned later that that's not really the case, but I was having a moment of self-doubt here. I still think Benimaru is going to get the burst. Benimaru is going to go nasty. He's going to go nasty work, do crazy things by the end of this manga. I just know it. Here we go with Maki's entrance. Maki was late to this scene in the Nether, and this introductory panel of her arriving to the scene late. She still got her military outfit on. She had to go back to the military, but at the end of the day, she is a Company 8 soldier, and she's about to do something amazing. Very cool panel for Maki coming up. Stay tuned. Stay clicked into the video. We're gonna see something very sick from Maki very soon. Here it is, boys. Bam! Bam! This is a legendary Maki panel. I'll put it in all caps, guys. This is so sick. This was so cool. Maki really is a witch. You see her legs here. She's up here. She's holding the sputter, the little flame guy, as she's controlling and sensing the fire all around the Nether. Super cool. Super badass panel. Probably the best panel in the volume. All right, guys, we're gonna open up to a pink here, the end of this chapter here, with Arthur coming through and using the Nirvana attack on Giovanni here. Cuts him in half, it seems. Non-self Nirvana. Awesome way to end the chapter. Arthur is one of my favorite characters. He's so stupid that he's smart, and he's just awesome character. Very fast too. If you've noticed, Arthur keeps getting faster and he keeps getting stronger. Very cool character. Here we go. We're opening up to a blue meaningful character moment for Maki and Hinawa. Just the interaction between these two, realizing she wants to come back to Company 8, and Hinawa actually recognizing her, saying maybe she should. Maybe she should. Awesome scene between these two. I love these two characters' relationship and how they, one of them really looks up to the other one, but it doesn't mean that Hinawa looks down upon Maki in any way. He wants her to be as strong as she can for Company 8 and just for herself, which is pretty cool. Here we go. We're going to open up to this pink. This is our next note. Pink, his standout cliffhangers, the ending of this chapter. I think it's just a wholesome family moment. You got Maki's dad and her mom, and they're looking at the childhood picture of Maki on her dad's head. Just a wholesome family moment in the chapter. Volume 19 is very Maki central. I really like Maki. Her rating for myself personally has gone up quite a bit. All right, here we go. We're going to open up to probably the second best, or maybe some would say the best panel in the volume. This is Conro immediately taking out this white clad that had been following him and watching his actions. Awesome standout panel. Awesome swordsmanship display from Conro. This character is very cool. Very exciting character to learn as we go through the very end of this volume, the things that he's seen, the connection that he's had with Adela. Man, stand out. He might end up on the cover, guys. He might end up in the thumbnail. Conro's very sick. Up next, we got a blue. This is just how Conro got his scar. I think this panel down here is very standout. And please note that Conro is fighting a doppelganger. They've introduced this idea of a doppelganger, and they've said it a few times since this volume. I do stay ahead by a volume or two. Doppelganger, it's an interesting system to think about, but I don't know exactly how it works. Obviously, you can check out, this guy has the same kind of powers as Conro, and it's almost like he's fighting himself, but I don't know how it works yet. But I give this one a blue because of the moment, the actual moment Conro got his scar. I think that's an important character moment. We could have gone without knowing what happened to him and how he got that scar. All right, we're gonna open up to an orange, just my goat. It just says my goat. I love this character, Benimaru. He's gonna teach him the hysterical strength of the fight or flight response. Awesome scene. And we're gonna push forward just a few pages to the end of the volume. Fire volume ender right here with Tamaki, another character that's really gone up in my ranks, popularity ranks, strength ranks, man, for myself personally. Awesome character, awesome way to end the volume. Please check out the next volume where we're gonna see Tamaki being trained along with Shinra and Arthur in the Company 7 barracks and camp over in Asakusa with the GOAT, Benimaru. Check out the next video. The next video is going to be Fire Force Volume 20 by Atsushi Okubo. This is the Frogman on the Frogman YouTube channel. See you guys.